All right, yeah, I did not expect this trailer to come out today. I was just expecting this to be a normal day. I knew we would record more things, but I was wrong. I do, but hey, I only really am going to record to some select stuff. So, some of you have noticed I have slowed down some of the reactions. I haven't done any reactions to like most of the stuff I did, and thing is, I'm trying to really take a backseat a little bit because I feel like I've come to the point where some people do reach a certain point of fatigue, but I've always felt like there's always going to be the point where maybe earlier in the year I am going to be a little faster, but when it comes to like August, September, October, July, just the, the month period of July, August, September, October, and maybe a little bit of November is where I decide, yeah, I'm going to just like slowly upload it. Like July and August, there'll be some videos, I assume, but I'm really trying to slow down on it. But anyway, we got a trailer for The Last Duel, the newest Ridley Scott film. And by the way, I was actually watching something here. Yeah. Uh, sorry, I was on IMDb. I gotta be honest. If someone ever asks me who my favorite of the Scott brothers are, I know everyone goes to Ridley Scott all of a sudden. I would say I'm more of a Tony guy. Because why? Because Tony Scott had a he had a very great experimental style, and he always liked to keep up with the times. And I know people really hate that early 2000s, hit and run editing, but like I've said, Tony Scott is the only director who I've seen that has done it, and it came off as creative than insulting. That's just the gist. Does that mean I hate Ridley Scott? No, I love most of his stuff. But come the 2000s, that's where I feel like he really almost lost. Alright, so I'm gonna look up Ridley Scott filmography. Ridley Scott filmography. Because I know there's this whole separate wiki page just dedicated to all his. Yeah, like I mentioned. Okay. Alright, The Duelists, good. Alien Legend, someone wants. 2000. So, here's what's funny. Ridley Scott had a pretty good, run when he was starting. I mean, The Duelists was the film no one saw, but like Alien, Blade Runner, Legend, Black Rain, very underrated. Thelma and Louise, 1492, White Squall, G.I. Jane, and Gladiator. But then in 2001, he made Hannibal, and that was really the first time I saw a Ridley Scott film that I did not like. Yeah, I know people say, "Oh, you're wrong. Hannibal is such a good film. You just Red Dragon is a better Hannibal film than, well, Hannibal. The fact that we live in a world where Brett Ratner made a better Hannibal Lecter movie than Ridley Scott is strange, but it's the truth. I know there are hardcore Ridley Scott defenders who'll be like, "You're just wrong about Hannibal is a great film." It is not. Like when you compare it to The Silence of the Lambs, it's a disappointment. I'm sorry, but it's God's honest truth, pure and simple. But then he slowly saved himself from that, as then came Black Hawk Down, Matchstick Men, Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut, the 3 hour long cut, which is Ridley Scott's superior version. A good year, very underrated film. American Gangster, Body of Lies is also really good. But sadly, when it came to the 2010s, I think Ridley Scott something happened with Ridley Scott. And he directed Robin Hood, the Russell Crowe movie, and it wasn't pretty good. And then after that, it was Prometheus, Counselor, Exodus, Gods and Kings, and then Alien Covenant, which officially ruined any more chances of the Alien franchise ever being good again. I mean, I thought Prometheus was okay, but Alien Covenant, I liked the first 15 minutes of the film, and then, like, the last hour, it had to become a Prometheus sequel, and I was like, damn it, movie, you were almost good right there, and then boom, you had to go. Then you had to show David, um, from Prometheus back again, and it ruined it. There was so much. I really wanted to like Alien Covenant, but it was not good. It was like I have this problem that Ridley Scott just really cannot move on. The only two movies he made from the 2010s that were actually great, The Martian and All the Money in the World, which is interesting because no one was really knew much about the movie. There was the first trailer that had Kevin Spacey because he was originally in the role as John Paul Getty Sr., if I'm not mistaken. Then the allegations on Kevin Spacey came out, he got fired, and they replaced it with Christopher Plummer. And turns out All the Money in the World was a great film. And he's got two movies coming here. This one, The Last Duel, and then he's also got House of Gucci. So that's interesting. But I hope this is good. I really want this to be good because Ridley Scott needs to start off the decade with a good film, kind of like 2000 the 2000s when he did Gladiator. And then I need something good from Ridley Scott. I'm hoping Ridley Scott at least slightly learns from his mistakes and doesn't come off as an overindulgent asshole. Because that's the problem with Ridley Scott. Even though he's a great filmmaker, he's become an overindulgent asshole. Actually, I've heard lots of stories that he's actually difficult to work with. That's what makes Tony Scott better than Ridley. Is like Tony Scott, even though he's no longer with us, he felt more nicer. Like it's like anyway, the Last Duel official trailer. Let's check it out.
There is only one question that matters. Do you swear on your life that what you say is true?
My father told me my life would be blessed with good fortune. I'm married. I was a good wife. And then was judged and shamed by my country.
I say before all of you, I spoke the truth.
A most unspeakable charge has been brought against you.
Jacques Legris entered our home. Jacques Legris entered our home. He attacked me.
The accusation is false.
I am telling the truth.
The truth does not matter. There is only the power of men.
This should be settled quietly. I'm innocent! I request a duel to the death.
If you lose, your wife will suffer dire consequences.
One of us has lied. Let us let God decide.
You do not believe me.
I am risking my life for you.
You are risking my life so you can save your bride.
The penalty for bearing false witness is that you are to be burned alive.
I will not be silent.
October 15th. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna like hype this movie up because there have been so many really Scott movies, with the exceptions, like I said, of The Martian and All the Money in the World, where I really wanted to like them. They were just disappointing. Starting with like Robin Hood, Hannibal, then Robin Hood, Prometheus the Counselor. All right, Last Duel. Here it is. In 14th century France, Knight Jean de Cargas and his squire Jacques Legree are ordered to fight to the death after Cargus accuses Legree of raping his wife. Hmm. I didn't know that. So yeah, this. Oh, this is interesting right here. I'm actually gonna zoom in on this. All right. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are writing the script, and I think it's the first time they've written something since Good Will Hunting, for which they won the Oscar, and I think they've it's been a while since they've written stuff. There's another writer, Nicole Holofcener. Holofcener. Uh, Jean de Corriges. Sir Jean de Corriges the Fourth was a French knight. Yeah, I'm actually gonna want to see this, and Esquire Jacques Legree are ordered to fight to the death. Matt Damon. Let's see. Ben Affleck as Count Pierre d'Alençon. D'Alençon. I think that's how you say it. Nicole Holofcener. What has she done? I'm interested. All right. Credited writer director walking and talking. Let's see. Enough said. Oh, enough said. Oh, this is one of the films that I think this was one of was this a posthumous release? Because yeah, this is one of the films that James Gandolfini did. Was it before or after his untimely death? Unfortunately, that's just sad, honestly. All right, let's see. Enough said. Posthumous release. It came out right after James Gandolfini unfortunately passed away. I remember that movie. That was a pretty good film, though. Really do enjoy that. Pretty good film. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, James Gandolfini. Can You Ever Forgive Me? Also, she wrote that movie. This was a pretty good movie as well. And okay, you got that. And it looks like some of his usual players are coming. Dariusz Wolski is the cinematographer on this. I'm a huge fan of Dariusz Wolski. So yeah, like funny thing about Dariusz Wolski is he actually shot Crimson Tide and the Fan for Tony Scott. Filming began. This is interesting. Filming began on Valentine's Day 2020 and continued on March 12th, 2020. Filming was to have taken place in Dublin. However, on March 13th, Disney announced the studio had to delay the shoot indefinitely and concerns for the cast and crew. Yeah, COVID-19. And then they later resumed the shoot on September 2020, and then it finished in October of last year. Project was delayed to October 15th, 2021. And this is interesting. House of Gucci is coming out. Is it coming out the same time? This movie is another movie that's coming out around the same time as Last Duel, and House of Gucci is, let's see, a biographical crime film. The film is based on 2000 The House of Gucci. The film is set in 1995 and depicts the events and aftermath of the murder of Maurizio Gucci, Italian businessman and head of the fashion house Gucci, by his ex-wife Patrizia Reggiani. Oh, and Adam Driver is actually playing Maurizio Gucci. You got Jared Leto, Al Pacino, Jeremy Irons. You even got Lady Gaga in this. I mean, Lady Gaga, she really impressed me with A Star Is Born. And I'm not usually a huge Lady Gaga fan, but she was really damn good in that film. All right, this, like I said, I am gonna wait to see what happens. I don't want to hype this movie up. I hope it's good. I hope that Ridley Scott has been able to learn from his mistakes from Robin Hood and Exodus Gods and Kings and Alien Covenant to at least give us a true epic, like something like Gladiator. This feels a lot like Gladiator, and I might check it out. It's coming out in theaters. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, this will probably be the comeback of Ridley Scott. I also love watching historical films anyway, so I'm gonna end it here. This was the Last Duel official trailer. I'll leave a link to the original video down below and a link to my Instagram. Thank you as always for watching. Let me know what you thought of the trailer. And guess until next time, Godspeed everyone. Take care.